Jim Davis with Penline Production, and I have a new product called the Rain Chalk. This is a very unique product, and it allows you to use your box calls when it's damp and when it's sprinkling rain. It also allows you to use your slate calls in the rain, and when they get slick in your pocket. When you've lost your sandpaper out there in the woods and you've got a slick slate call, you can still use it with this material. I'm going to demonstrate this for you right now. It comes in a nice little clamshell box so that you can carry it. Just take it out of the box. We're going to start with the box call, but before that I want to point out two features. Notice that there's a dot right in the middle. That goes almost all the way through the piece. It's made up of a concentrated material that's used primarily for strikers, so that you can use that on your slate calls. The white body part is used on your box calls and other surfaces that I'll show you in a minute. So let's start with the box. We've got a glass of water here, and this would normally put your box out of commission here if it started raining. We're going to pour some water over this surface here and wet it good. Now we're going to take our chalk and we're going to rub over that wet surface there using the lighter body of it. We're going to rub that on there, and we're going to turn the call over so that the rain is spattering on the top of the call. If you want to keep your edges covered here, and give that, it usually takes anywhere from 30 to 60 seconds to flash dry. You'll look here and see what's happened. It's already started to dry, and usually after about 30 seconds I'll start trying to purr with it. If I can get it to purr, then it's probably ready to yip. Probably yipping. It's calling. See, it's already dry. That's what the lighter body is used for. Also, in dry conditions, it just enhances the sound of your box call. It makes it sound much better than regular chalk. And the chalk doesn't have any rosin or oil base to it at all. And so it just won't damage your calls in any way. Next, I want to show you what we do here. We'll take a slate call. Now, one of the biggest problems with slate calls is when you're carrying them in your pocket, they get slick. And you get out there and you'll sand them, and you'll start working with them. You lay the sandpaper down in the leaves. Next thing you know, it's gone. You can't find it. A turkey moves on, you got to get up and relocate. You put the call back in your pocket, you get it set up again. You reach and get your call, and it's slick. And there you are with a slick call. And you just can't call with a slick call. Now, the answer to this problem is what I'll do is I'll take super glue and I'll dab a little bit on the end of my striker, and I'll gouge out this dark material in the core here. This is the core mix. I want to coat the end of that striker real well with that material. It helps actually if you kind of dig it out before you wet with the super glue so you can pick it up easily. You want to make sure you don't leave any super glue on that surface to dry. You want it all on the end of the striker. You'll set the striker down for a few minutes and let it dry. And you do that a couple of times and you're good for half a season. You don't have to carry anything with you if you're just going to use friction calls like slate. Once that striker is treated, you don't have to worry about carrying sandpaper with you. You don't have to worry about rain and so forth. And if you hunt about every day, about mid-season, you may have to put a new application on it for the rest of the season. So let me demonstrate now. This is a slick slate call. Now we're going to add a little water to that mix. We're going to pour some water over this slate. Now that would kill it normally. But we're going to call right in the water. got a wet call, and we're still working. So it could be pouring down rain, and you could call, with the pouring down rain hitting that slate surface, you could call right in the water. I know other chalk does that. And let me point something else out to you. This is a Doug Kemp glass call, the old type of glass call. You may have some of the newer glass calls that have all the fancy pictures underneath. They even got them now where you can get your own picture put underneath the glass. Well, if you're dealing with that situation, you don't really want to scuff up that nice glass surface. You prefer that would remain transparent. But with this chalk, it's actually possible to work and call on a slick glass surface. So we'll just rub a little bit on here. You might have to wet your finger and stick a little saliva to get it stick good. But we're going to get some coating there. And then we're going to take our striker. And you want to do this real lightly. I usually try to purr it in. I'm actually calling, this is the rough surface over here, I'm calling on slick glass. We can wipe that off. You got nothing but slick glass. Now also, on crystal, this is probably the new craze out there. We'll try it on crystal. Now it's a little harder on some crystals to get to stick, but this particular crystal, it works real well. It sticks everything better than glass. You'll run up against some of the laminate glasses that doesn't work very well on, but in most cases you won't have any trouble. That's right on crystal, and that's slick. We can take and wipe that off. It's as clean as it can be. So that means you can take your $75 custom call with your picture underneath the glass or crystal, and when you get through hunting, you can wipe that off nice and clean and put it on the mantle on your little display, and you don't have it all scratched up. And so that's pretty much what this chalk can do. It's marvelous stuff, and I wish everybody would try it. I think you'll like it.